That's not good. That is not good at all. Right, so I've had a lot of football boots over the years, but in today's video I'm going to be selling my whole collection and seeing how much I can get for it. So this is the cupboard where most of my football boots are kept. Before we get into the task of tackling this, there's a few reasons why I have so many pairs. So there's three main reasons why I've got so many pairs of boots. Number one, I'll have been gifted them by a brand, for example these Under Armour boots. Number two, I'll have bought a rare pair of boots, for example these Mercurials, to test out in a video. And number three, buying boots for personal use, for example these Freestyle shoes. So overall this means I have a lot of pairs of football boots, and now the next task is to sell them. Now the first task was to look in the spare bedroom. This is where I kept most of my boots. Right, so this cupboard has, let me just show you this, is just full of football boots and stuff like that. This is the main bulk of it, so yeah, let's take a look, see what we can find. See if we've got anything that will sell. We've got these, but they're completely destroyed, so I can't imagine they're gonna sell too well. These will go, if I can find the other one. We've got the gaming shoes, can't see too many people wanting them. Hypervenom indoor shoe, these might get 50 quid maybe if we're lucky. Flipping it. Oh, we've got a big one. Yeezy boots, these are actually really nice. These are in good condition as well, so they might fetch a bit. My first ever boots. We're not selling these, but that is pretty cool. Oh, we've got a big one, the Gucci boots. I mean, I bought them for what, like 800 quid or 700 quid. Messi boots, these bad boys. We've got these Jordan 1, the Jordan 1s as boots. These are really good condition. I've only worn these once on a sunny day. They've actually still got the tags on as well, so. So I spent the next 30 minutes cleaning out the cupboard, and whilst a lot of the boots were in good condition, a few of them didn't quite make the cut. I think the condition on them is just a bit too much to sell. Once again, nice boots, but they've just been worn into the ground. Pretty much every boot I have, I wear. I don't collect them or anything, so I do get a lot of use out of these boots. You have the New Balance here. If I can sell these, that'll be unreal. I feel like it's going to be hard to sell. Balenciaga boots. Other Yeezy boot. Alright, let me make some sense of all this and then I'll come back to you. Right, so I'm just clearing out this cupboard, picking out the boots that I'll be able to sell that are still in half decent condition. I'm also looking for a few pairs that I know I've got somewhere, but I've no idea where they've gone, and they could be worth a bit, so have we got anything in here? Oh, there's a couple of big ones in here. We've got the Stella McCartney boots, absolute amazing boot, and also the Porsche boots. These are quite rare, very rare in fact. Only 900 of these made. Right, I'm still trying to find these red boots, so they've got to be somewhere. I just found another pair here. They're just popping up everywhere. I feel like these are definitely too used to sell. I've worn these a lot, to be fair, over the years. I packed up the first batch of boots and sent them off to our mate Kim, who knows a lot more about what these boots are worth than me. So he's going to be taking care of the selling side of this operation and hopefully finding some buyers. When the boots arrived at his house, he gave them a good clean up and took some nice pictures ready to post online. But there were still a lot more boots to sell, and the first pair I sold to my mate Cam. We settled on... Pleasure, mate. Right, so I've got a few more boots to send off. I have only worn these both once. They are in pretty good condition. You might have seen them from my latest video testing out rare football products, and these could be the most expensive boots that I'll be selling. I then took some pictures of the boots and then sent them off to Kim for him to post online, but there turned out to be a big unexpected problem with these, but I'll get back to that in a second. So we've got the 99 gram boots from Adidas. They're going to need a lot of cleaning, these. Alright, let's get this thing sent. So I sent the boots off to Kim, and when they arrived at his house, my most expensive boots had a big problem. Oh no. The 1994 Predators have cracked. I guess that's what happens when you wear 30-year-old football boots. So in my latest video I tested out these super rare 30-year-old Predator boots, but it turns out that me wearing them has drastically decreased their value because the sole has cracked. So we're not going to get what I thought I might for these boots, but we'll list them anyways and see what they go for. Now there were a few pairs of boots like these that were brand new, but I didn't think they'd get that much money on eBay, so I took these pairs down to the charity shop. Then there were some pairs like these that were just completely destroyed. Now there were some pair of boots that I just couldn't sell. For example, these are just completely broken, so nobody's buying them. Now there were a few pairs of boots that I just couldn't bring myself to sell because they've got a sentimental value attached to them. So I'm going to go through them and hopefully you'll understand why I'm keeping these ones. Now first off, there's no sort of sentimental reason for these, I just needed a pair that I'm going to wear all the time. So these are going to be my new daily drivers, as it were. These are the boots that I'll probably be wearing in videos for a little while. These, now, yeah, they look like a nice boot, but these are the boots I wore when I played at Anfield. These are the boots I wore when I first played at Wembley. That's Wembley grass on there. Haven't worn them since, and yeah, these are not going anywhere. Probably if I could keep one pair out of any of my boots, it would be these, because once again, a Wembley story. Wore these at Wembley. There's the Wembley grass on there. That's the only time I've worn them before that, but these are the boots I wore at Wembley, but not only wore, I scored a goal on these at Wembley, so for that reason, if I could only keep one pair, it would probably be these.
So by this point, the boots have been posted for around 2 to 3 weeks at different prices we'd hoped to get for them, but time was running out and I wanted to sell them pretty quickly, so I decided to implement a risky plan to get the rest sold. They're going to be listed all for 99p with 24 hours to go and just see how much they go for. This is a big risk, they might end up going way below what they're worth, but I want a quick sale, so yeah, let's do it and let's see what they get. So we listed 7 pairs up for 99p and this is my live reaction to seeing what they sold for.
Let's take a look. This was a big risk, this was a big risk. That's not good. That is not good at all.
I mean,
they've got an absolute bargain.
But you did use them and they were...
Yeah, they were using a big crack, so I've got to beat that. Right, so there we go. This video has been about a month in the making and we're finally ready to see the final price that my whole collection sold for in the end. So let's take a look. I'm going to break a few boots down. I'm not going to go through all of them. Then at the end, I'll tell you the full price of everything combined, what it went for. So the most expensive boots that I sold were the Hypervenoms at £200. Then the Stella McCartney Predators at £100. So realistically, to say the most expensive boots I sold were only 200 and 100, that is a little bit surprising, but we move on. Then from the ones I listed at 99p on the last day for 24 hours, the 1994 Preds, this is a big shock, sold for £96. In all fairness, they did have a crackdown on them, but still that is slightly surprising. The R9 Match Mercurial sold for £112 and the Yeezys got £58. Now the two boots that are probably the biggest shock of the video that sold for a lot less than I thought were ones that were listed at 99p for 24 hours. First off, the Jordan boots only got £23.90 and the 99 gram Adidas boots got just £26. But to be fair, the condition was not great on them. So overall, my whole football boot collection sold for £912.76p. And I'm not gonna lie, that's probably a little bit less than I thought it would be. When you consider brand new, my collection is probably worth well over £10,000. But to be fair, as I say, a lot of the boots were heavily used. The condition had deteriorated a lot on them, so I've got my fair use out of them, so I can't complain too much. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you found it interesting to see how much a collection like mine would go for. And I'll be donating the money I made from selling these boots to charity. Thanks for watching.